Hey guys, I'm Adam.
And I'm Justin.
And we're Dad Bod Bogies. Well, welcome everyone back to season 1, episode 3 of Dad Bod Bogies. Thank you so much for coming back and watching the next video. I wanted to make sure that everyone is liking and subscribing to the channel. Be alerted to every new video that's coming out every week, every other week at this point. We'll see. The more content we get coming in, the more we will be showing you. We have a lot of things to talk about with you this week, but I think we would be remiss if we do not mention probably the biggest story in sports this week, definitely in the golf world. And that would be the single car accident that Tiger Woods was in on Tuesday. Me and Justin just wanted to express our heartfelt thoughts and prayers to him, his friends, his family for a speedy recovery. You know, I think everyone's talked about it in the golf world. We're just happy that he survived and that he's still around to be there for his kids.
Yeah, I agree, Adam. And I think, a lot of people are questioning, is he going to play again? When can he play again? And really that's kind of the back burner right now. And, as dads ourselves, I mean, the first thing you got to think of is, the kids and just that he's still in their life. So hoping that he has a great recovery. Be awesome if he could be back in the game. But first and foremost, just hope that he's able to have a full recovery and a healthy life. So a couple other things we wanted to move on to was we want to thank everybody who voted for our new logo. Adam has sent out a couple options, a week or two ago, maybe 3 options there, and had a vote.
Yeah, we had a lot of votes in, and the dad mug, that was the one that came through with the beer can. We were really happy about it. From there, we're actually looking into different options right now with our merch line. We mentioned it in the last episode. We're looking at hats, shirts, t-shirts, golf shirts, pullovers, golf balls, golf tees. If you guys are interested in getting that, let us know, because we are actually thinking about ordering a few for ourselves.
Yeah, and keep an eye out too. We've just started our weekly predictions. We're looking to, once we get some of those ordered, to give a little swag piece to the people who get the right prediction every week. That's something we're hoping to start incorporating as well.
Yeah, that's a really fun new segment we're doing. We already had a couple of winners who picked the right winners the last couple of weeks at Pebble Beach and the Genesis Invitational. But yeah, as we talked about in our episode 2, I was heading down to Florida for a week, and I did play a round with my wife. It was a lot of fun.
So Adam, tell us a little bit about your first round of the year. Where were you guys at in Florida? What course did you guys play?
We were down in Pompano Beach, and we actually drove to a neighboring city called Margate. We went to the Margate Executive Golf Club, and executive is in the loosest terms I could think of. You know what? It was a great course. It was a 9-hole course, par 30. There was 3 par 4s and 6 par 3s. It's a perfect course for my wife to play her first round on. We had to rent our clubs. After doing that, I know next year, any other trip we take, I will be checking my clubs on the plane. Like I said, it was a par 30 course. I played pretty well. I shot a 39. I actually had 3 birdie putts, and I had 2 lip outs, and then I had a birdie putt on a par 3 that I 3-putted.
In kind of, I guess, in the vein of the channel here, 2 guys trying to break 90, and everybody knows who's following the channel. We know where we were at last year, low 100s. For your first round this year, what are some things that you feel like are way better, and some things that you maybe still need to work on before the season kicks off in Michigan?
I learned a lot. We've actually talked about this a lot during the off season, is learning how to approach the hole backwards. Instead of last year, I think we went into a hole and it was from off the tee, let's hit the ball as hard as we can with the biggest club we can, and then kind of go from there. Now looking at it as understanding what our distances are, how far we can hit a club, I actually approached one of the par 4s, which I knew that I probably could have drove the green if I wanted to, but I didn't have my own driver. I didn't feel confident enough to do so. So what I ended up doing was I pulled out the 5-iron and I striped it right down the middle of the fairway, gave myself about a 100-yard pitching wedge shot. I hit the pitching wedge within 10 feet. Again, I lipped out the birdie putt, but I got a par.
Oh, that's great. Honestly, one of the things that held us back last year, Adam, is that we went out last year and we We didn't have any mindfulness for the course management. We just hit the ball, we hit the ball again, and hit the ball and just try to get in the hole. But the sooner that you can start kind of thinking of that, saying, you know, how do I want to set myself up to have the most comfortable shot for me onto the green and plan that backwards. You know, if it's your first year, your second year, start doing that right away. I told Adam, I was like, you know, this year, I think just really focusing on that, I'm going to shave 3 to 5 strokes off my game because it's just mistakes that I made last year, not even thinking that. And that's a new thing. So if you're a new golfer, start to think of that now, you know, right away, the first year, if you can, if it's your first or second year, start doing that right away. And you're going to be ahead of most people.
Oh yeah, definitely. I still have the urge to hit it as far as I can and see how I can play the hole from there. But there's, you know, the way you want to play a hole and the way you need to play a hole. And I think that's the difference of shooting a bogey or a double bogey versus maybe getting a par. Making the right decisions to not make those mistakes and not to compound them, because it's easy to make one of those mistakes. You shank it, you have to take a drop.
You got to try to force issue, yeah.
Exactly. I lost a stroke. Now I have to bash this one, and then you lose another ball. And next thing you know, you pulled a Matthew Wolff.
That's right. Well, Adam got back from sunny Florida, and the very next day, him and I back out in the wind and the snow, a lot of wind actually. I went back to Carl's Golfland, went back to the range, you know, get some shots in, get some more practice in. And Adam, tell us a little bit more about your ongoing search for your irons, and maybe you've narrowed it down a little bit.
You know, I think I have. They had the new Cobra Rad Speeds. After watching so many reviews from Rick Shields to Second Swing, they looked outstanding. You know me, I'm a Cobra guy anyway. I got my Speed Zone driver in 3-wood, and I love those clubs. I've got my Cobra bag as well. I was really hoping that those were the irons I wanted to add to the bag. And they felt great. They really did. We don't have any videos of me demoing the Rad Speeds, but just to let you know, they felt great. They're really light, easy to swing, a lot like the Ping G425s. The thing was, I couldn't hit them right. I don't know if it was the fact that the sweet spot wasn't quite as big as the Sim Maxes or the TaylorMades that they have out there. I seemed to pull or push right or left every single time. So I ended up demoing the Sim 2 Maxes as well. And those TaylorMade Sim Maxes, the Sim 2 Maxes, there's not much difference between the Sim and the Sim 2 Max that I could see. I had a little more distance on the Sim 2 Maxes. So I ended up looking at the price difference between last year's Sim Maxes and this year's Sim 2 Maxes. And it seemed to be only about less than $100 between the two sets. So I actually think I'm going to make my choice, and I'm going to save up for those Sim 2 Maxes. I think I'm going to go with the offset, give myself that extra distance off the tee, off the fairway. I'm excited about it.
I would say a great choice for anybody who is looking for new irons or maybe new to golf and looking for something that's forgiving. Adam and I will be starting this year both playing TaylorMade irons. So if you're looking for some forgiving irons, TaylorMade, Sim Max, Sim 2 Max, definitely something to look at. I'm actually looking for a couple things myself. I've got my whole bag pretty much set up, except I need a new bag and a new putter. So that's going to be big for me. So if anybody has any comments or suggestions, something that you really like, a really nice bag or a putter that they really, really like or love, send it our way, put it in the comments, and I'll make sure to try those out, put it in the next video for you as well. So we do have a little bit of news, a little exciting news for upcoming video or videos. I think we are going to finally be able to play some real golf, sort of. We're going to be going over to the local X Golf next week. Adam and I will, and we're going to play at least a round together there. We'll see how we do. You know, it's still indoor, it's still simulator, but get to play an actual full round together.
I'm so excited. This opportunity will be so much fun to go and play, even if it is simulation. I have this funny feeling we're probably going to break 100.
I feel that way too, yeah.
After the work we've put in this off season, how confident we feel doing different things, I really believe that it's going to be a different story this year, let alone this first round, even with the simulator.
Anybody who's familiar with X Golf, you know that the simulator gives you the option of basically all the major courses around the world. You know, maybe it'd be fun. Send us in the comments. Let us know, what course should we play on Wednesday? Maybe we'll do whatever course has the most comments or most likes. Great. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching, and stay tuned. We have a lot of fun stuff coming up. Hopefully a lot more, maybe weekly videos of us doing X Golf until our season starts. Stay tuned for prediction videos and for merchandise coming up. If you're interested, let us know. We'll make sure we get some stuff ordered.
Thank you guys so much. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy. We love you all. Can't wait to see you guys on that course soon.